Hey, welcome back. There is a dog barking, so I think it's stopped. No, it's still going. Okay. Anyway, we're just going to talk through it. Where did I leave you last time? I was kind of having a crash out about the scene I'd written in what was close to the last chapter of my novel, not quite. I think that crash out was just motivated by a mismatch of, like, I wanted to write, but I wasn't quite in the clicked in headspace. So it was just like anything I would have done that night, anything I would have looked at, I would have said, you know, even if it was my best writing, I would have said, oh. But I came back the next day and things were a lot better. And I was able to find my way to the end of that chapter, another 1,000 words. So the draft's sitting at 69,000 words. And the problem I'm having now, which we will try and endeavor to fix over the course of this video, is that I need to find an ending for this novel. And my intention was to kind of have a happy event and then, you know, a more neutral ending that was kind of like happy but bittersweet in some ways, and kind of tie it together with that. But I've decided that that happy thing that I was going to have happen in the chapter I'm about to write is not feasible. It's not realistic. It's not possible to make happen. It would just feel ham-fisted. So my conclusion that I've come to is I need to find a way to the ending, but I don't really know how to get to that ending. I don't really know what that ending is, because the thing I was going to have before it and then have the ending doesn't work. So I need a new way to get to an ending and kind of resolve what I had happening in the last chapter, but not really resolve it because I want the consequences of it to kind of stand and have long-lasting effects. So that is kind of why I'm filming this clip and talking to you, because I found that sometimes when I talk to the camera, I do, like, it sorts something out in my head. Like, I do kind of come to an idea, or sometimes I put down the camera and I'm like, I still don't know what I'm doing. But then when I open the document, it becomes clearer. So this is kind of like my problem-solving process, I guess, to try and get to hopefully an ending. And I'm feeling a bit of pressure about it because endings are so important to get right, and I wouldn't want to have written this whole draft and put so much time into it and just write a crappy ending. Like, I want the ending to feel good, but yeah, I'm still struggling with how to get there. So let's jump into the document and see where we are, and I'll keep talking to you, and hopefully throughout this video we get to a place where I'm happy with the ending of this novel. Okay, welcome to the Scrivener Project. This is my very brief outline I did of the last 2 chapters. I decided I can show you this because it's not really like it's gonna change, particularly chapter 34. So I thought it might help me talk through what I'm doing and figure it out. So basically, in the last chapter I wrote, I've set up this society where characters get imprisoned for trying to get an abortion. And this happens to Harriet's son's girlfriend in this chapter. And then I was going to have this kind of chapter immediately following it, which I've decided not to do, where she gets out on a technicality. And I decided that feels too easy to just introduce a problem and then immediately solve it. So now I have this hole where this stuff can't happen, and I'm not sure whether I can just jump right to the ending or whether I need something in the middle, and if I need something in the middle, what that is. So yeah, that is my kind of big figuring out quest. I hope that makes more sense. I know I'm just kind of throwing you right into the thick of this plot, and it is very spoilery, but hopefully you don't care. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I just need to delete these two, all of this, just get rid of it, and then plot from there. Maybe that's the thing. Okay, I will return when I have a more concrete idea. Okay, so this is probably going to seem a little bit jarring and out of the blue, but I think I'm finished the entire draft. I kind of found a scene that worked with what I wanted to achieve, a conversation between my main character and Hassan, and I wrote it and it came to about 1.5 pages, and I was kind of like, yeah, this is the end. This is what I want to say. So I don't know whether I'm saying this too soon, like jumping the gun on it, but I think I'm finished the draft of this book, which is crazy. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say in this video. I guess my next installment of writing vlogs will be starting a new project. Who knows what that will be, but yeah, this is wild, and also a bit of a strange feeling because this has been the longest book I've ever worked on in length and duration. It has taken time to come together, but now it gets to sit in you know, in file waiting room for a month, and I get to have some distance from it and come back and kind of see what's happening with it then. But yeah, that's the update. This is the end of the video because there's no more writing to document on this project, and crazy as it sounds, I have finished a book. Yay!